All right, what's up guys? I finally found the time in my crazy busy day today to do this video because, as you know, tomorrow my book is coming out, so I'm just reviewing it, making sure everything is perfect. Otherwise, it's been a non-stop evening for me for the past 3 days. But anyway, so let's do Rahu in the 8th house. What happens when Rahu is in your 8th house at your birth chart? So let's get started. All right, so what is 8th house? 8th house is your married life, because 7th house is your marriage, and directly to that is the 8th house. That means it represents the marriage life, okay? How your dealings with the in-laws will be, all the wives' relatives or the husband relatives that are there. 8th house represents secrets. It represents hidden knowledge, okay? And it represents things that are buried underground. Kind of like you can say oil is buried underground, coal is buried underground, jewelry is buried underground. So these people, all of these businesses are seen from this house. 8th house is also a house of occult knowledge. Why? Because it's the hidden knowledge, it's the secret knowledge that not too many people know. It's not like they teach you the occult knowledge in your universities and school. Otherwise, we'll all be living in the Harry Potter land, but that's not the way it works. 8th house represents very turbulent upheaval and downheaval in your life, meaning that sudden changes for the better or for the worst in your life. And that's what 8th house is. 8th house represents money lent to you through family, because 2nd house is the money you earn, you save by yourself. Opposite to that is the other people's money. But it really notes to your family members and money you borrow from your family, versus 6th house is bank's money. Okay, so, and what is Rahu? Rahu is that energy that wants everything now, that wants to take shortcuts to get it. Any way to get it, it wants to be privileged. It wants to be, it feels that it deserves to be the king of the house that it sits in. Okay, so that's what happens. So when these two things come together, Rahu feels it's privileged enough to know all the secrets of the world, or at least what is surrounding in its life. Meaning that you can see people working for the Secret Service, people working for the CIA, or people working in the government who know hidden knowledge or hidden secrets. That is the most realistic way of explaining this. Second is occult knowledge, tantric knowledge. People who have the ability to be obsessive enough to learn the knowledge of the deep. Kind of like astrology, Vedic astrology. Okay, because it's the hidden knowledge. Tantric siddhi, hidden knowledge. Rahu is there. Okay, and Rahu here wants to take control of the joint assets of their spouse, meaning whether it could be a husband or wife, but they want a control over those joint assets. They want to be so well behaved in front of their in-laws that they want to win the hearts of their in-laws. Because Rahu, it wants to be privileged. It wants to be like, hey, everybody respects me. So they'll do whatever it takes to impress the in-laws family. Okay. And in this house, what happens is that Rahu usually keeps deep, dark secrets within them. Okay. It could be a person holding a secret, like they got molested when they were young. Whether they raped somebody, they keep it a secret. If they killed somebody, they'll keep it a secret. So a lot of, criminals are seen from this, but doesn't mean that you're a criminal. No, you could be a healing mystic person who does these things. But I'm going to make a video right after this. It's a very important video about killers, serial killers. And literally, it's the top 20 serial killers in the United States, and I'm going to tell you the most common theme in them. Okay, so watch out for that. In here, Rahu makes a good medicine man, especially a surgeon, because 8th house represents digging deep. Rahu has the obsession to dig deep and find out what's there. So if all the other planetary alignments are right, including Mars, this person makes a good surgeon. Not a good surgeon, I would say just a surgeon who wants to go out and open things up and dig deep and find out what there is, how everything works. One thing to notice about this placement is that this person does get wealth. They do have a lot of savings, because Ketu, the south node of the moon, which we'll do later on, holds the 2nd house as its domain in this situation. So what happens is Ketu is that person who doesn't really care what's happening in the section it sits in. It wants to really get away from those things. Okay, and so what happens is here, Ketu doesn't care about having money. This position really is concerned with a person who wants to know the secrets of the world and knowledge of the world, the hidden knowledge of the world. So what happens when you do not desire something at all, it easily comes to you. So if you do not obsess about something, if you're not there to struggle for it, it easily comes to you. So these people get a lot of savings. Okay, but what happens is they get a detachment from family. They kind of do not have any sort of attachment with their family, with their near and dear ones. If they are away from them, which they usually are, they're okay with that. And usually, if due to other planetary alignments, this person may actually will feel sad. If let's say Jupiter is sitting in the second house, this person has the love for the family, but then apparently they get separated because Ketu is about separation. Okay, that's the actual most important planet about separation. And also this happens. There could be secret dealings with foreign affiliates, because Rahu, from where it sits, aspects the 12th house of foreign lands, hidden things. Again, hidden things. Behind the scenes, hospital, jails, asylums. So these people, again, like I said, medicine men, because Rahu wants to be that healer out there. Hey, I'm the person you should come to get healed. I'm the man. But what happens is Rahu is always cunning too. Remember that. And most of the cases, especially when Rahu is in an enemy sign, you can say Leo, like Leo is his arch enemy's son. So what happens here is that Rahu becomes very cunningly intelligent, I guess. What do I mean by that is this: you can have an astrologer, okay, and this astrologer or the spiritual person comes out as a very, very nice and very well-mannered person. They do their meditation, they talk about God and spirituality, but what's happening is behind the scenes they could be out there hurting other astrologers and their business, or hurting other mystics and their business. He might go out there and hire people to say something bad about this person. Like he might write a blog about somebody and say, yeah, they're stupid, this is the worst astrologer you'll ever go to, while in the other case they want people to come to them. So, or if let's say there's a person who is in a jewelry business, he will go out in whatever way possible and try to destroy the business that is right in front of him across the street. That is a jewelry business. They will come out, oh yes, we're in the same business, we should help each other out, no hard feelings. If you get customers, that's fine, whatever. But this person behind the scenes is doing whatever they can to destroy that person so they can get all the customers. So this is why a lot of criminals are seen from this, because they hide things and they do things that are hidden underground, which may not be necessarily good, and they're doing this to destroy their enemy. Somebody, let's say contract killer, is seen from this house with this replacement of Rahu. Like they might be family people, but when you really look at it, their life hidden from the world, they're serial killers. And this is what I'm going to talk about in the next video, whenever that is, today or tomorrow. So guys, and then also this person has a very dirty mouth, either dirty mouth or dirty pretty much either they can, it's same thing as writing a dirty thing about somebody else. Like if they get angry at you, they will say all sorts of malefic language. They will say all sorts of curse words to you, because they just lose that control over them, because second house is a house of speech. And there Ketu is sitting. And Ketu is a body without the head, meaning that it's not thinking. It is stupid in a way. So when somebody says something to them, they do not know how to respond. They will just say, oh, screw you. And they will not realize they just said that. But unless there's there's an aspect of Jupiter on the second house, this person will be controlled and they will actually watch their language. But otherwise, they can just burst out in a malicious language towards other people. Because remember, 8th house is a house of sudden changes, whether it's for positive or negative. So when Rahu may lose a sense of reality, it can go to the extreme of things. Okay, meaning that this person also can lose their anger suddenly. They have a very short fuse, perhaps, or they might be quiet for all these years and suddenly they burst into such anger that they can kill somebody. Because it's that, remember, that extreme energy, because Rahu is that extreme energy that amplifies everything. And so in the 8th house, if that anger happens, it's going to amplify everything. So this is why literally serial killers are seen from this, because they lose suddenly sense of their reality. Because Rahu is what? The smoke that puts in front of you in a reality. So when you get angry, you kind of lose your reality. You don't watch out what you're saying and you just say it, and you might beat up somebody and you realize, oh my God, what did I just do? But these people get so deep into it that instead of looking at this person as a human being, they look at them as objects. Like, I don't look at you as a person. You're just an object for me. So if I stab you or shoot you, whatever. You're just a piece of furniture for me that I just kicked. It's that kind of illusion that suddenly comes upon these people, right? So guys, this was my analysis on Rahu in the 8th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe above. Otherwise, I'm going to be making that other video that I told you about. And if you want to know more about astrology and its misconceptions, check out my link below. Check out my book there, Astrology at the Speed of Light, my articles. Otherwise, I'm going to see you soon. Bye-bye.